sounds. It's not. Yeah. What does the word tick mean? Tick is like, Tourette's is when you say or do something. Like most people who have Tourette's don't really have that tick where they fuck out of nowhere. She'll
Hey.
be like talking like this, or she'll be like, "Fuck my pussy, can I touch your friend? Fuck me," and she'll say stuff like that.
Hey, Evie.
And it's not her doing it to be funny. It's just that
You think you're gonna steal stuff from me? I don't think so, buddy.
they don't really know.
Give me back that ring. Come here. Okay, you're sorry. We'll see how sorry you are. Cut you bitch.
Oh, you can breathe underwater. Oh, you fucker. You're doing amazing.
Aw, so damn cute. Oh, you're so soft. You're so soft, you white little fluffy piece of shit. Oh, you fucking fuckface. You fucking fuckface. Oh, so cute. So cute. How are you? How's kiddo? Okay, I think I spent over 30 minutes cleaning my keyboard. What did you do to your keyboard? Never mind, I don't want to know. Was kiddo's dad's old keyboard was super dusty between the keys for the longest time. It looks spick and span now. Is there a reason why you decided to repurpose it? Did you repurpose it? For you or for kiddo? You just bored and you needed to clean something for you? Okay. What was wrong with the other keyboard? Is this keyboard better? Snazzier because of the blue LEDs. Okay. Hey, what the fuck? Ow. What? Use my blower plus some of the brushes that came with it and some rubbing alcohol. That must have been it must have been really nasty. What was he doing with it? It was nasty. So many crumbs came out in the lower bits of hair, lots of dust. You didn't take it apart? You didn't take the keyboard apart? You know, there's screws on the bottom of the keyboard. You have to pull each keycap. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I mean, you didn't really clean the outside of the keyboard. But just for knowing, there's screws on the bottom of the keyboard. You unscrew them, but you have to pull the keycaps off first, and then you can take the keycaps, soak them in some soap and water. And then you pull the bottom off, and it's usually Phillips head screwdriver that you need. And then once you pull the bottom off, spudge it apart. And there's there's like a PCB that you unscrew in there, and that's where the keys touch. And then you flip it over and you clean that part. You can use a keycap puller, or you can use like dental floss, or you can rig something out of. Hey, Sophie, it's fun to do actually. See, there you go. Or you can use like it's just basically Google keycaps puller. Keycaps puller, and you'll see what I mean. And that's, you need something that can do what that looks like it does. It's pretty self-explanatory, but you can pry it. Like, you can sit there and take like a plastic spudger, or like a thin piece of sturdy piece of plastic, and pry them off. But a keycap puller makes it easy. Hey, Chase. I think Chase might have a couple keycap pullers you can borrow. Are there any vids on YouTube to show you? Oh, there are two. Yeah, there. Yes, good one, Sophie. But you don't have to if you don't want to. It's really, you're not. There's nothing to break in there, really. There's nothing like to fuck up. So if you're worried about like not being able to put it back together, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, as long as you're not like using a hammer to pull the keycaps off, to pry the key. You know what I mean? As long as you're not doing something ridiculously abusive, it's real. You can't really like break anything. He keeps one on his belt. Everybody who thinks that Chase is joking, you don't know Chase. I heard use a hammer to pull off the keys. Right. Can I wrap some floss around it? Yes, that was the other thing. Yeah, I used that. Actually, that's the first thing I suggested was dental floss. The dental tape works better, though. It's a little thicker. Hi, yeah. Meat Chase. It's funny we're talking about keyboards and Chase fucking comes in. Evie was telling us how she restored a keyboard that was nasty. And I asked her, she took it apart, and she said no. And I said, well, you just cleaned the outside, you didn't really clean the inside. And honestly, if you can technically take the keyboard apart and throw it in a dishwasher and let it dishwash, let the dishwash cycle run, and then pull it out and let it air dry, and it's actually perfectly fine to do it that way too. but I would recommend a beginner to do it. Yeah, God damn it, Chase. Get out of my head. No, let's do what I do and take. No, don't do that. Jesus Christ, Chase. That's not a normal thing to do. What? What do you mean, what? Chase, I knew you like keyboards, but I'm learning a whole new level I never had. Yeah. Welcome to Chase. Hey, no name. I'm all about that hygiene. Yeah. Yeah.
I am not a man of many.
There is such thing as taking it too far, though, Chase. Flashback to me frying old laptops keyboards by spilling 70% IPA with battery. Yeah. That's a different. That's a laptop keyboard. You don't want to do that with a laptop keyboard. I'm talking about a discrete keyboard. Rubbing alcohol was changing thermal paste. Got lazy. Didn't unplug battery. And what did we learn? Did we learn anything? Not experienced, no name. Could have changed the part like $70, but needed an upgrade, so I unplugged the keyboard and used it for storage now. Fair enough. I was so angry too. Ordered 32 gigs RAM for it. Now it's kind of useless, but now I got 4060 rig, so it's all good except my wallet. Oh, question. I saw several vids saying you can use plain toothpaste on a scratched monitor screen to make it look not so scratched. Figured it's hokum, but curious. Well, toothpaste is a abrasive. I think, yeah, I don't think you should do that because technically it would have to be a deep, nasty scratch to make it worth doing that. And I think that the area around it would get more damage. So I probably wouldn't do that. You can buy here. It's a plastic screen, right? It's a plastic cover, right? You can get this stuff. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know I got the stuff for you. Here, Novus Novus PK18. This stuff. Kiddo scratched up my crap top monitor ages ago. It looks like scratches with the Mega Block he was trying to use. It was touch screen, which is not, and the Mega Block was just that. I mean, I don't know how bad the damage is you're talking about, but this stuff is made for that. I used it on my. I had a computer case with a plastic instead of glass. It was plastic, and that rejuvenated it and made it all shiny again. You're welcome. Falcon fists. Okay. Sure. Need to agree.
Yes. Take care. Yes. Take care.
What timeline is this? Follow the Empire. Let's see. I'm still feeling like it, if not realizing I need to use that broom earlier today. Well, you were a noob. It's a new game to you, isn't it? Guys, question. Do you guys keep RGB on your keyboards? If it has it, I find it. I have a white keyboard. It's just white light. I had an RGB keyboard, and I just picked a solid color. Nothing flashy. I don't like it. Same with my case. It's just white light. My GPU, on the other hand, I have it set to temperature. So it changes colors based on the temperature, so that way I can see at a glance if my card's overheating or not. I bought a new LED mech keyboard. It would buy, yeah. I mean, why spend the extra money? I mean, you can turn them off, but why spend the money, the extra money on the keyboard you're just going to shut the lights off on anyway? F3, one's lime green with keyboard burned laptop, one current one's light blue and external red. Oh, way too bright. Well, you can usually turn the brightness down. Solid color, yeah. I mean, I need the solid color because I like to see my keys. Although my S key, the light burned out on it, which I'm kind of still upset about. You turn them off, that's fair. Ending the storm. Is that the one? God damn it. Ruin of the Empire. And so this one is just a dark blue light. Beyond black keys is pretty. Not distracting me at all. I turn them off. Then again, I log into Windows and turn on Steam with controller. I mean, everybody's is going to have their own preferences, so. Na, 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 na. Oh, well, okay. My typing speed's way down. It used to be like 45 words per now. It's like maybe 17 on a good day. Why do you think that is? You think it's the LEDs? Maybe you should try a different color. You don't type anything. Well, then that would be 0. For years at a time. What do you mean? You type in here every night. Or you... Muscle memory speed. Practice helps increase your typing. Thank you, Mavis Evie. That's on mobile. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I used to data entry. I was pretty quick. Now it's like half speed. Half speed. I don't use computers much. I keep forgetting you're a mobile boy. Mavis was freaking awesome. I suck at typing on. Me too. I use swiping when I type. I don't use the thumb thing. You know how Mavis Beacon. Oh my god. You don't know who Mavis Beacon is? It was a huge IP for learning how to type. This was Mavis Beacon. It was a typing tutorial thing. It was like the standard. I don't know why, but it was. I just played EQ to learn how to type. Well, you know, maybe if you would have gotten Mavis Beacon, you'd be a better typist. Mobile as well. Freaking screen is giving up. Do any of you swipe? Or you all dumb type? Real OGs remember Mario teaches typing. I like Typing Tutor better, but there's because it was the first I played. I actually took typing in junior high school. I mean, real typewriters, like before, like actual. You had to push down on the key to fucking make it. And I cheated. I would look at the keys every time, and thanks to me cheating, I still have to look at the keys half the time. Well, I mean, swipe can be inaccurate, but if you keep using it, at least the Google keyboard learns, so it gets less annoying. Maybe it's not like Mavis had ads on TV. Or it was pretty famous. I love actual typewriter. I can't swipe. I can. It's not great, but I can swipe faster than I can thumb type. I don't know what exactly that says about me, but it's what it is. All about used people take a whole portable typewriter to school 25 years ago. They had a whole briefcase and all. Yeah, I remember those. I remember those. Big heavy ass fucking thing. I turned up the keyboard, kept correcting a bunch of words I typed. Yeah, I don't use predictive either. My sister had a brother, electric typewriter. That reminds me, I was supposed to send somebody a link to a printer. I forgot. My mom had one. She charged people in school to type their assignments on it. What, she used to charge them to use it, or charge them for her to type them up for them? Cheat type? Well, interesting. Good little side hustle, right? Frick would change to France. Well, I mean, it's understandable. There's no... You can add to the dictionary, I think. You can say add frick. I think Google's keyboard will eventually add it if you keep correcting it enough. We could just use... I mean... It never used to let me type fuck. And now it does. Eventually it got used to it. Too much work, easier to type myself the occasional spelling error. Fair enough. After a while, it knows what usually type is in my predictive keyboard. I used to use, what was the name of that keyboard? It used to be a third-party keyboard I used to use before Google came out with their own swiper. Trying to remember the name of it. No, not the Samsung one. It wasn't Samsung. I don't. Yeah, not Samsung. I mean, Samsung might have had one, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. I think it was just called Swipe. I think it was just called Swipe. No, not Temple OS. Yeah, it was Swipe. It was really good. In fact, if I'm not incorrect, the keyboard that Google uses was either Google used or some other company uses bought Swipe and uses their technology. I think somebody bought them out. Let me see. Nuance Communications. Yeah, Swipe with a YPE. So they're the ones who make Dragon. And Dragon is used a lot in the medical industry. It's the voice recognition software kind of thing. Yeah, it's Swipe, SWYPE. E-I-E-I-O.
Yes.
Oops. Oh, what the hell did I do that for?
Yes. Take care.
Fools!
Hey, Evie. Yes, I did. In fact, I pasted it to Chase this morning. Yeah, and it's not funny, haha, but funny weird because Chase had problems with his PC fairly recently, and he blew up his drives. Yeah, it had to do. So apparently, I'll give you a quick synopsis, Chase. So you know how you can, like, you have a warranty on your PSU on EVGA. You send it back, they send you a new one. Well, somebody did that, and when they tell you to ship it, they tell you to keep the cables just to ship the PSU. So he shipped the PSU, and they replaced it with the same model. The problem is they didn't tell him that they switched the pinouts. So it's the same model. The expectation is that the cables should work. And no, that's not the case. So basically they're refusing the whole thing is about. So Lewis's position is that he understands why EVGA wouldn't fix the guy's hard drives, wouldn't replace them, because that particular kind of failure can be easily replicated on anything. So you could just get all your hard drives that you ever had that are no good, take a power supply, bench power supply, hit them with 12 volts or 14 volts or whatever, and then claim, hey, your thing broke it when it didn't. And that would lead to a bunch of people making claims against EVGA that weren't, like, actually legitimate claims. It was something to that effect that happened to him. It was definitely EVGA's fault. Yeah. I think so, yes. I didn't do any kind of deep delve, but I just listened to it while I was doing stuff. But there was no reason for the gist was that there was no reason for the customer to think that something changed, because a lot of Lewis's talking was about how he has. It might have been a different model. It might have been this. I think it was the same series, but a different model. There was something to make the customer believe that it shouldn't. Your normal person, your average person would believe that the pinouts would be the same, or that you wouldn't think about it. And honestly, he made good points. Like, yeah, they should be universal. Like, there should always be every CPU manufacturer, everything should be universally pinned out, and it really should be. I don't know why it isn't. Yeah, revision probably, yeah. Or it might have been just a newer version of the same thing. You know, like, I think it was a GS or something like that. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they should have sent a note saying, "Hey, you know, check your pinouts because this model has changed its pin specification or whatever." A warning, something, a little card in it or something. It'd be hard to tell since he has so many different models. Well, that was kind of what Lewis was saying. That's the only power supply he's ever bought, like in the last 15 years or so. And he said he has like dozens of EVGA power supplies and their cables. And he says what this does is it punishes loyalty. So people who buy nothing but EVGA, now they're being punished because every cable out is different. So now instead of just having a box with PSUs and cables, you have to sit there and match and put away each cable with the power supply box that it came in, and if you don't, you're kind of fucked. I don't know. It doesn't make them look good, regardless of. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just common sense, because you know people are gonna try it. Well, are they bricks? Like, is the power supply located in line, or is it in the PS5 itself? If they're bricks and they're located in line, then it would depend on the power draw of the unit. If it's higher, it's not going to be sufficient. Google says it should work on PS4 as long as it's not the OG PS3 one. If it's in the PS5, then it's more likely that it would be fine. Because you're only providing the 120 from the wall. And then it's a matter of if the guts inside are rated for the draw at AC power levels. If it was a brick, that would be a different story, because then You know, the more powerful models aren't going to have enough power to work. It's just a cable. Okay. Oh, then that's nothing then. It's just a cable. As long as it physically fits and the thickness is able to withstand the amperage, it should be fine. Look at PS4 Pro and launch PS3. Alright. Did he say yabba dabba doo? I got my 80G fat PDS3 to test it tomorrow. Your 80 gig fat, what do you mean test it? What are you testing it on? Oh, you're gonna test your the power cable? You're gonna test it? Dun dun dun. Those are no good, those won't work. Oh. There you go. Mystery solved. Just slim and super slim and OG PS4 slim. No, just me like that. Test if it works. I have the right. Oh, I see. Okay, you're not testing that. You're testing that. Locket of the Forgotten Night. Completely useless to me. Oh geez, PS3 uses 3-prong connection to console. Don't think any of the later stuff. Dang, you got the backwards compatible PS3. Lucky. Bought it specifically for that way back when. Nice.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't mess with it. Those are very delicate. I just want to see if it still reads discs. I will use proper cable.
Take care.
Oh, fuck. Oh, wait. Can I do the thing now? I can do the thing. Okay, Sophie.
I see.
Early PS3 lasers burn out fast. As someone burn out, had to switch to super slim. Will repair later when I find a cheap donor one. You can also... I saw somebody replace one of those lasers. You can sometimes find them on like Alibaba, like the laser modules themselves, like third-party laser modules. Pretty cheap. And it actually worked for him. I don't remember. I don't know if it was a... I know it was a console. It might have been an Xbox. Got to part all the way. The third-party ones are iffy at being reliable. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so the other thing you could look at if you really wanted to is there's a little, at least with most of them, there's a little trim thing, no name, and you can that changes the strength of the laser. And in rare cases that can get, because what happens is the laser could burn out, but also sometimes it's just the laser gets weaker. And there's a little thing you can turn with a screwdriver inside it, next to it, that turns up or down the strength of the laser. And sometimes you can churn it up and get a few more years out of it or whatever. Laser's dead since it can't read Blu-rays, but DVD's okay. Well, there's two different laser modules. Right. But there's a little trim thing that you can use for each. If it's got multiple lasers, that means it has multiple trim potentiometers that you can adjust. And I mean, it's fine. Didn't see it, okay.
Hmm. Yes. Yes? Take care.
Accepted. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you. The abyss calls. Can't you hear it?
No.
Accepted. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you. Can't you hear it? Darkness. It was all for nothing. Accepted. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you. The abyss calls. Can't you hear it? Darkness. God's emperors, it was all for nothing. Accepted. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you. The abyss calls. Can't you hear it? God's emperors, it was all for nothing. Accepted. The void is all that is left. Let the void take you. The abyss calls. Can't you hear it?
Oh boy. This is level 85. I'm 4 levels below it. Oh well, let's see. How bad could it be? Hey, Colonel Clink. Hogan's Heroes fan. I fucking loved Hogan's Heroes. Dun, 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 I'm old enough to remember. I'm 64. I'm gonna turn 55 soon. You open to some questions seeking guidance. On regarding. I mean, if I can help, I can try. What kind of guidance? Game related or life related? Financial advice? Oh, I'll try to help. I mean, I'm no expert, but if I've done my due diligence as far as I needed to for my play style. What class are you playing? Aw. She fell and she can't get up. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to help. Level 98 Shaman Totem build. I'm at the point where I understand what affix I need and what pieces of gear they're going to go on using Tunk Lab and Last Epoch tools. So questions around cast damage, cast speed. What is your, do you have a link to your build? Like, did you put it on, whatchamacallit? So people could look at your build? I mean, I've never played a shaman, so... But, I mean, I understand cast speed. I've kind of, am pumping that right now with this character. It isn't obvious. $55 the new 20. No, it's not. But thank you for saying that. Game's hinting to go. No, I'm not going minion. Not yet, anyway.
I am not a man of many pockets.
And technically, I have minions. When I teleport, I spawn a couple minions. I read on Reddit the Shaman Totem build needs, some say I need cast speed for my Shaman to cast totems, while others say I need to go on minion cast speed for projectiles. At the end of about 20 texts, no one could agree. I'm not sure, no, I can get both affixes. I don't have room for both. Who's doing the damage in your build? The majority of the damage. Your totems or you? If it's your totems, then I would get the minion cast speed. Let me see. Hold on. So totems are minions. So that does make sense. If your totems are doing the damage, then you're going to want to concentrate on everything for the totems. So, yes, anything that says minion, minion, minion will apply to your totems. I don't know if that's helpful, but... So, if it were me... I would concentrate on just minion cast speed. It really doesn't make sense for you to get cast speed for yourself. I think there are mixed. Or maybe not. Others say that to get the 9 totems out, the shaman needs the cast speed. I think that's going to be a matter of like I said, I've never played shaman. Is getting the totems out fast important? Hey, what the fuck, dude? Stay out of the fight. What are you doing? Fuck, I hate when they get in a fucking fight that they have nothing to do with. No biggie, just stop by, chat, and learn. No problem. I'm sorry I couldn't be more help. The things I've been playing is Paladin and this Runemaster, and to a lesser extent the Forge, whatever the fuck it's called, that I started offline that turned out to be the worst fucking class in the game, so I stopped playing it. They do my damage, I guess. In the long run, I'll try both since it's the point of... Yeah, and what's good, and obviously you know this, is the game is real flexible on trying stuff. Of course, you will be, there's a rune to dupe. So if you got an end game weapon, you can use that, I forgot the name of the rune, to duplicate the weapon. That way you can, if you haven't already used up all its forge potential, duplicate it before you use the forge potential. Then make one of the weapons and armor or whatever into what you want for minions, and then make the other duplicate into the other thing. How did you like Pally? I like Pally. No, I used the whatchamacallit, the spear spell. What the hell was it called? It was a pain in the ass to play because it's a slow firing. No, the javelin. Yes, thank you, javelin. It was absolutely OP as far as power goes, but it's like playing pool because it's slow. So, and you have to kind of get used to lining up your shots, so all the mobs fall into the right place. But it was absolutely destructive. I mean, it was brutal. It was definitely, it was fun. It was fun, but I got tired of basically it consisted of laying down the javelin with the that thing on the ground, the holy thing, that the strip, and then you using the other spell to zip across it, and all the mobs would follow you because they're stupid, and they would just kill themselves basically. But yeah, it was slow. Like the clear rate. Not that I care much about that, but And the only reason why I'm playing this is because in Path of Exile, I made a crazy lightning build, and I wanted to see if I could make one here. So this build that I'm using now, I made. I didn't copy it. The Paladin one I copied. I found it and I copied it, and that was it. This one I'm doing completely on my own. If you ever want an easy play, try Shaman Totem build. All you have to do is lay totems down, which shoot all over. The ranges on the wheel. All I do is move and dodge. That stuff I love. That sounds like my kind of thing, actually. It's one of the reasons why I don't play Rogue. Too much moving around. You know, sometimes that's okay, but doing it through 100 levels is not something I would probably do. So this is kind of like the totem thing. I mean, I'm basically holding down Q, but I do have traversal stuff, which I like. So like stuff like that. So I like having some movement. But I don't like to have to use it. Your Diablo transport Trapioe never got off the beach. That's fine. It's not for everybody. It's Path of Exile. You basically almost, I mean, other than trying it out for the first time or whatever and playing around with it, you basically have to follow a build. And they make it pretty easy. Because there's like, so they like, you can like copy paste a build essentially in it. But again, you know, it's, if you want to make, if you're the type of person that wants to do it on their own, it's very difficult. Because and then it's very punishing. If you mess up your build in Path of Exile, it's very punishing. It's very hard and very expensive to undo everything. From what I've seen of it, it looks amazing. I have heard that it is very much like Dark Souls in the case. So when you're on a level and you get killed, it resets everything. But I also heard that they try to design it so if you hit a boss and you die 3 times to it, by the 3rd time you should be able to beat that boss. So I'm kind of curious how that's going to work out, because I don't like being reset necessarily, but I didn't like Elden Ring until my buddy No Name here convinced me to retry it again, and I got used to it. So it's not that bad, and there is some positives to it. So I think it's gonna. I'm gonna definitely try it, but I love grinding game gears. Like, I'll give them a shot because I like them as a developer, and I feel like they would probably do the right thing.
I am not a man of many pockets.
I feel that grinding game gears would do the right thing. So, I mean, it looks good. So, I'm definitely going to give it a shot. The Diablo 4, I have stopped playing for now. I have heard they are going to steal some ideas from last Epoch with regards to crafting, and I will probably try it to see. But I'm going through some things in real life, so I don't know if I'm going to have time to. But we'll see. It might not be till 6th or 7th season by the time I actually try it. I don't know yet.
Yes. Take care.
Hi, Burby. Hi, Burby. Hi, Burby.
Welcome back, Evie.
Yes.
Kiddo, get to bed, okay?
Take care.
Good. I'm determined to get to level 100 on at least one character. I guess it's going to be this one. He did. Probably could have passed out with him. Might have to strive for an early night tonight. I was surprised you were awake as late as you were last night. That's your manager, I guess, recording for defective Switch of Gold. TikTok, so I felt like going to sleep. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's fine. Oh, well, let me teleport over there. That's stuff. $58. I haven't seen specifics on it, no, but I heard it. I heard a couple things. I heard that it looks like they're gonna do the same shit they did with the 40 series, overprice it. But no, I haven't seen the specific specs. I mean, I don't want to tease myself. I'm not going to be able to get one. What's the point of knowing about something I'll never have? Well, I don't need a heater anyway. I live in Florida. Nobody needs a heater in Florida. And turn on your oven if you have to. Xbox 46 seems like a toy. Well, I mean, that's the thing. So, you play that game. Alright, so you say, I should have waited for the 5080. And then you wait for the 5080, and then the 6080 comes out. And then you're like, I should have waited for the 6080. You can't, it's just, that's not a winning. You're never going to be happy if you do that. Just, you got something better than you had. That's all you need. Like playing that whole game, I should have waited and got this one is not healthy. Because there's always going to be that next card that you should have waited for. Or that next CPU or... You know what I mean? Oh, I got a 6070 series, 8092 price, you know what I mean. And the thing is it's no point because these cards, even though the specs look awesome and it's going to be more powerful, it's clear that game developers are getting lazier and lazier with regards to optimization. So they say, oh, these people now have the 50 series card. 40% of the players that we are selling our game to have this really awesome card, so we don't have to fucking worry about performance. So your 5080 ends up running like a 4070 because the game developer decided to not optimize. So you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, because rather than optimize the textures or use compression techniques or something to make it run in 8 gigs, for example, they're just like, oh, fuck, everybody's got 12 gigs now. So it doesn't matter what card you get. The developers will make it run like the last fucking... Like the last family, last version. It's never. You're never gonna keep. You're never gonna get that card that fucking you'll never have to replace again. Because some asshole game developer is gonna be too fucking lazy to optimize. And then now with the AI shit, pretty soon you're gonna have to have an AI core. Like certain amount of AI cores in order for things to work right. That'll be the next buzzword that you're gonna fucking hear on the GPU market. I mean, you already hear it. Remnant 2. Yeah. Poor cat.
Yes.
Life. Heads up, Evie. Firebot got updated. And it's gonna force you to relog in. So give yourself a couple extra minutes tomorrow before you stream. No problem.
Yes.
It's the bot we use in here. That's damage in the one that you that damage industries. That's Firebot.
Take care.
It's very extensible, that bot. I don't know to what extent Eevee has pushed it, but that's how I integrated it with OpenAI and stuff. And I use the term integration very loosely, but technically that's what it is. Why you need new login? Me never log in. The bot, in order for the bot to have the powers it has and to do the things that we want it to do, it has to log in as the streamer and it has to log in as itself simultaneously. So this update seemed to implement a new authentication system that Twitch is using. It's called I think it's called Twerple, something like that. So they change how APIs, outside apps integrate with Twitch, and I guess the latest one is Twerple. So this is using that new authentication system. I did make a bacon command for Cortez yesterday, though. Bacon? How come I don't get a bacon command? I don't get a Dix command, but he gets a bacon command. I see how it is. I see how it is. Oh my god, I read that as AI porn. AI porn. It looked like AI porn. Your face looks like AI porn. I wish. I make some money out of it. Start up the only feats. No. Too much. I gotta do too much on interacting on the social networks, and I don't want to do that. Bees! Bees! Bees for everybody. Look at my bees. Look at my bees. My bees are amazing. Give them a lick. But you don't have to I actually, you know what you know that guitar guy, that guy who hired you. You know what he's been doing to do stuff like that? Hiring Indians from Fiverr and stuff So if you, which is something you could do if you wanted to, when you get, when you start working regularly, you could like pay like almost nothing and have people basically advertise your voice work and all that stuff for you. Well, no, I mean, it could be only, if you want. I guess you could do that. I'm sure they would take pictures of their feet for you. That's your kink. No judging. No, he's not. Yeah, that's what he does. No, but you can use like cheap labor in the same way that corporations use it. So he got that from his son. So his son started a drop shipping thing. So rather than him, the son, having to go on TikTok or Facebook or whatever, he has these people do it for him. And it works out because the amount he makes far exceeds what he pays out. So they're happy because they got a job, consistent job, and he's happy because his drop shipping does good. That being said, he did start off. He made the drop shipping company work before he did that. So it's not something I could do. I would have to like get at least start it on my own, and then before I automated it with cheap labor. And I've told you there's some issues with that. And now with everything else that's going on, there's even bigger issues. It's kind of hard to have a drop shipping business when you're fucking homeless. Thank you, Evie. That's interesting. I don't want to talk about just quick finding path. I'm looking in the trailer parks right now. Which actually might be a possibility. The problem is the background and like basically they want to have like make sure that you make 3 months of pay per month. So if the place is $1,500 a month, they want you to make $4,500 a month in pay. That kind of stuff. So I don't know. So since I'm turning 55, this is something that rich guy brought up to me. He said, are you 55 or older? I said, I'm turning 55. And he said that apparently there are 55 plus communities, which could possibly be a thing. I don't know. But you are the goodest buy. I appreciate it, no name. Thank you. But it doesn't. They don't care. They don't care.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. 55 plus communities is on average 40%. Yes, I guess. I didn't know that specific, but that's something. Yes, that's exactly what I've been looking at, no name. Manufactured homes. And they're basically they're listed under trailer park things, but they're not. They're not like trailers. Like they're manufactured homes, and some of them they run the gamut as far as costs go, but for the one that I would want, you could buy it flat out for $99,000. And I just wish I had $99,000. I would just buy it and bam, I'd be done, and I would just have to pay property taxes or whatever. Still substantially cheaper from normal rents, at least where I'm from. Yeah, they are cheaper. I could see you doing well in a tiny home. Well, it can't be too tiny because we both have to live there. Solid, no HOA, but just got to rent the land a month. Right, exactly. But I don't have $99,000. So it's going to be a monthly rental. And not all of them that are for sale are rentable. So only maybe 30% of the ones that I find are rentable. Yeah, the 2 bedrooms are roughly the same size as this. I think like 600 square feet or something. No, they're not. The cheapest one I found was $13.75, and that was for a 1-bedroom. That's around here. If I start spreading out and going to like Lakeland, Florida, or something like that, then I can get a 2-bedroom for that. So if I want to stay around here, it's going to be expensive no matter what. There is nothing under 1K. Nothing. Zilch in Florida. I mean, at this point, it's not a matter of nice. It's a matter of not having to sleep on the fucking road. Having to sleep on the streets. That's basically my bar right now. It's just to not have to sleep on the fucking street. Depends where you're looking. If it's in the heart of a big city, it's all of Florida is expensive because of Ron DeSantis. The problem is everybody wants to come. Everyone wants to live in Florida because they think Ron DeSantis is like another Donald Trump. So everyone's moving here thinking that this is the freedom state. And what they don't realize is that it's not a freedom state. It's an expensive, very badly ran state. And I read an article recently that they're discovering that the people who came here because the DeSantis and the low taxes, and because there's no state tax here and stuff like that. They're discovering that it's actually getting to be too expensive to live here because everything just went up. Like, they came here and they basically fucked themselves by coming here because they raised their own cost of living here by coming here. Because, you know, conservatives are fucking idiots. Yeah, Ron DeSantis, that's... I mean, honestly, if I didn't have work here, I would be so happy just to get a pod, find a place in another state, and just get out of here. It's just, it makes things, but I can't because I have, my clients are here, and a lot of them I could still remote work for. But that reduces the chances of a client keeping me. Okay, so if a client starts to have problems where they need me to come physically and they know I can't, they're going to find someone else who can, and they may use them once, they may use them twice. But they may say, you know what, it's just easier to use this new guy instead of Damaged because he's local or she's local or whatever. You know, that kind of shit will happen. So... like my main client, I had asked him last year. Remember when I thought I was going to have to move last year? Remember that? It was not because we were getting, it was because the rent just went up. Right. I had asked him, I said, would it be a problem if I had to move too far away to come? Would you fire me? And he's like, no, I wouldn't fire you. But that being said, people's minds change, and he might have been saying that to prevent me from saying, well, fuck you, I'm going to destroy your network or something. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't really know, like, what's behind what somebody's intentions are. And the thing is this is the guy I've worked for 35 years now. So I trust him to an extent, but he's a financial advisor, and yeah, I don't really trust people who work with money in that capacity. No offense, Evie. Shit happens, can't. Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. He's gonna work for his business first, and me last. But a financial advisor is going to look at everything for the bottom line. So yeah. Actually, I should try to get to this guy now. Honestly, I'm mostly data edge. I know. I was half kidding. I mean, you are America's best tech advisor, so you would be a fool if he let you go. No. I mean, there are other things going on over there. It's complicated, and I'd rather not get into it. But, yeah, I appreciate the sentiment, but it's not really true, unfortunately. He does have alternatives. Let's just put it that way. And, Really wish I could take all the people I care about, bring them together in a community. Yeah, it'd be nice. But thank you guys. Well, look at those physics. Oh, that thing was glitching around a little bit. Look at that. Alright, bro. Need sleep. Awesome stream. Probably won't miss streams for a while. New project. Alright, you, man. Best of luck with your projects. It's actually time for me too, but I'm going to finish this board real quick because I'm already at the end. You have a good one, though, Nate. Take care and try not to work yourself too hard. But just work hard enough to get paid. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Evie. Thank you, No Name. Thank you, Chase. Thank you, Sylphie. Thank you, Lurkers. Work hard. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Good night. Night, everybody. Bye. Bye, Chase.
End live.